Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donkey Punch back at you with another episode. This is going to be a war recap of our war versus this Latino clan. We did alright. I don't know, not really as many 3 stars as I'd like to have seen, but definitely better than them and pulled off the win. You can see, I think they only 3-starred 2 of our bases to the Town Hall 8s there. And then it was funny, I think here on 15, their number 8 actually failed, so that was pretty comical. We just didn't really pull it off on their bases. We had 3, 4, 5, 6 Town Hall 8 or Town Hall 9s that we 3-starred, and then only 2 of their Town Hall 8s. So let's go ahead and get into some of these. If you watch my last video, I did a cleanup video on Money's cleanup of my attack on number 3, so I'm not going to show that one again. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Drix, number 4 on number 4. He comes in here, get the CC pulled out. And I'm not sure, as I remember, I don't think he got the full CC that first time. That's alright, with those witches and everything going in there, I was definitely able to get that all taken care of. And of course, with anytime you see these open bases like this, it's just Valks, Rage and Heal, Rage and Heal. Pretty standard stuff right there. And then he just brings in a few back end loons once these AD go down. I was actually thinking about taking this base, and I think I would have gone with back end hogs instead, just because the ADs, a couple of those ADs were kind of deep, and it took them a while to get them taken out. And then of course with hogs, you already have all the bombs taken out, so there's no, of course a couple of these balloons go down to air mines. But of course, if you brought hogs, then all the ground traps are already popped. Just something to think about, but it worked nonetheless. Plenty of time here left for cleanup and everything else. Really a great job on this base. Alright, next one is my attack on number 5. I came up here to this wizard tower to go ahead and take that out, because if not, I felt that there was going to be a big bomb there. Didn't know that, but I actually didn't pop it here. But if I hadn't have taken that out, then that would have been a heal spot for my surgical hog. So I went ahead and took that area out there, and then just I see a lot of people group up the clan castle after they take them out, and then send in, and then do a poison. But if you just poison them right there, then you'd save yourself about 20 or 30 seconds on the raid. From here, I'm just starting my funnel. I knew that there was some big bombs down in that bottom area there behind the archer towers. So that's where I wanted to bring my kill squad from. Of course, from there you're also able to go ahead and get the queen. Now right here, the archer tower goes out before the queen gets over there, so she actually walks around. She doesn't have a target there then. So that was kind of unfortunate. But from here, I just dropped like 5 or 6 hogs, and knowing that they're going to go in there and take that expo, and then start my surgical from the top. I actually kind of got lucky on this bottom hill. It was really for the hogs, but it kept those wizards up there at the bottom, and they were able to take out both those Teslas, so that was a big help. And then it's kind of, as everything's coming together here around the side and that other expo, I got a heal waiting for him there, and then another heal down here on this wizard tower, as they're all starting to come together. And I kind of planned it so they'd all come together there on the king pad, just so that it's nice whenever because the king's not following them around the entire time, and then you can take him out while the hogs are under heal. It'll save you a couple of hogs there at the end if you do that. And then from here, it's just clean up. Still had a giant or two up, as well as dropped a few goblins. And I kind of wish I wouldn't have brought the goblins, because there wasn't a lot of outside collectors. I should have maybe brought a couple barbs instead, but that's alright. I see there you had a couple of small bombs off to the side of the base. Whenever you're setting up your small bombs, you have a couple of options. You can either like group them up in a group of 6 so that they actually do some, you know, damage to a troop, or you can set them like one space off the side of the base, and then that'll actually kill a wall breaker. But you got to set them away from the base one space. Just sitting there against the wall there, they don't actually do anything. Alright, I'm not going to show that one because it was just a bad attack. I hate to say a bad attack because it got the 3-star, but it was it was just kind of ugly. So let's get in here. Looks like he's doing. Got a bunch of witches. Got 3 witches back here. No poison, so I guess the witches are for the CC. Gonna rage those up, and then they'll get in there and take out the CC. So you got a nice group of like hogs and witches and everything going in through that core. So that just takes that out super fast. Doesn't have any spells left up here at the top, but all this cleanup troops, his kill squad came up there to help him out. Cleared that area out. His kill squad really did some work in here, bringing those 2 golems and 3 witches, and then I think looks like at least 2 of his witches survived. So they were really able to do some work in here. Really nice job on that one, Hose, bringing home the 3-star. Next we got Andrew. Let's see. Looks like he's doing a shattered hogs coming in here from the top. Looks like a pretty good idea. There's definitely some bomb spots, possible bomb spots up there. You got that 1 hog on there. I'm not really sure about that because that would have gone down anyway. It might have been kind of a waste of a hog. No poison yet, so he just drops the, you know, the old-fashioned lightning spell on the CC troops there, gets them out of the way. That 1 wizard stands back there and actually does some damage to his troops for a little while. But he's able to come here. I mean, this is a pretty easy hog base, you know. Looked like all the bombs ended up being up there, down there at the bottom, but just the way they were set up, they went off one at a time. And then, I mean, of course, going into that, he didn't know this though, so you know, it was still a good idea coming in from there from the top. And then plenty of cleanup. Really nice job there, Andrew. Alright, and then for our Town Hall 8, I'm going to show Reaper on their last base here. He did a really nice job here at the beginning, using a couple hogs to pop some big bombs and to get that lure out. I just thought it was a really nice job. You know, it's something you should always do if you have the opportunity. Is just, you know, use those hogs to try to pop some big bombs. You know, I think it looked like he used like four hogs there, but he was able to pop 2 big bombs and a couple of smaller bombs and get the lure. And then from here, he just does like a 4-finger from the bottom, and then, you know, he's able to just keep them in heals at the same time. I actually might have came from like the other side, so they're not engaging the king as soon. But I mean, that's just nitpicking. It really was a great raid. Got plenty of hogs here for cleanup, and they're just going to run over this base. But it was a really nice job, you know, seeing where the possible big bombs were, and then just go ahead and popping those before you send in your hogs. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this recap. It's only 15v15 and, you know, we only got off like 7 or 8 3-stars, so not a whole lot to show. But, of course, you know, great showing by us, you know, bringing home the 3-star. And then at the end, there was a couple of, I mean, we could have added a few more, definitely a few more stars, but we had the war and very handedly, and so a lot of the later attacks were kind of wasted. You know, like I said, we didn't even end up 3-starring this town hall 8 there, and there was a couple other ones that we could have cleaned up. But I think a couple of guys shot up here and tried to take out their number 2, tried to 3-star it, and there was just a couple of wasted attacks there at the end. You know, if we try to optimize stars, we'd have probably got like 40 or 42. But you know, it's all right. It's just kind of the way it works out sometimes. And then we're getting ready to. We got 5 hours left till this war starts, and this is a Spanish clan. And it's, you know, pretty even match. It's 15v15. We got a lot of people sitting out, and so we both have one town hall 8. So, and then on their town hall 9s, they're pretty, you know, they got anti 3-star bases, and then nice walls. But one thing I noticed going through here is that their heroes are kind of low. Whenever you're building, you know, whenever you're farming to build your base, if you go into like a higher league, you know, if you're like in, you know, I like to stay in higher masters on my town hall 9, but even if you're in lower masters, you'll get a lot more dark elixir than you will farming in, like, you know, in silver or gold or something like that. So that's something to think about, because you can see like his walls, you know, he's been farming up a lot of gold, but he hasn't been getting the DE that he needs to get his heroes up. And then this one, yeah, that's just pretty bad base, especially for being their number 2. Just because, you know, like I say, when you're upgrading your base, you can see the only reason he's number 2 is because he has those maxed out expos. And then, so of course those expos is what really boost up his, you know, his war points, put him that high up, even though he has lower heroes and lower walls. Because honestly, you look down through here, and a couple of the other bases are a lot, you know, I think, you know, harder bases. But I think overall they definitely have lower heroes than us. You know, this is their number 3, and they're still kind of low level heroes. You know, really, to be competitive, you really need like 15, 15, 20, 20 heroes. And, you know, well, you know, 4 does have 15, 15s. What did you get on down here? 10 and 15. So yeah, we definitely, I mean, because I think at least like our top 10, we all have at least 15, 15 heroes, if not higher. So that's going to be one advantage that we have. And then I've noticed also that a lot of their bases, they have like, you know, all their Town Hall 9 defenses, but they're still all at Town Hall 8 level, and which isn't a bad thing. But one thing I would upgrade is your those air defenses. If you're looking at like points or whatever, like an expo, I think for each level is like 500 points or something like that. But in perspective, an AD is only 40 points each. I think even your archer towers and your cannons are like 60 or 70 points each. And I think, you know, mortars and wizard towers are about the same at maybe like around 200 points each or whatever. So, you know, as far as your defenses go, your AD is going to give you the lowest points in calculating your war weight. So go ahead and get those upgraded. You know, especially, you know, even with the 2 sweepers out and everything else going on that they've tried to kind of nerf the Lava Lunion, it definitely helps having those level 7 AD. That's a big boost between those little level 6s. So go ahead and, you know, especially because they take a lot of time. You know, even if you know you do one at a time or however, just go ahead and try to get those upgraded as soon as you can on Town Hall 9, just because they give you such little war weight. But you can see most of them are like that. They just got the pea shooters and then the Town Hall 8 AD. But they all have nice walls except for number 2 there. And then their heroes are a little bit low leveled. But so we'll see. Like I say, it should be still a pretty good matchup. I'm not really sure, what kind of strategy they're going to use. Of course, we all have anti 3-star, all of them are anti 3-star bases, and the same on our side. So we'll see what happens, how they bring it. Even though they have a little bit under-leveled heroes, if you're good enough, that's not really going to matter. So really excited for this war. Anytime you have, another clan that can 3-star, really makes for a competitive war. Makes for a lot of fun. So anyway, until next time, this is Donkey Punch signing out. Peace.